Racing at Moonee Valley last night, and we started off with the 7 o'clock stakes. Your caller is Brian Markovic, and the favourite in the first is Satan Romeo at even money.
400 out, Dancing Pebble by 3 metres, Arco Bolino. Napoleon Boy on the outside, Satan Romeo out deeper. Son of Vic is next, then came Tizimis. Satan Romeo struggling at the moment, then Sir Rival and Classic Bobit around the turn. And Dancing Pebble's got a big break. Satan Romeo can't win, Son of Vic gets to second. Then on the outside, Tizimis running home. It's still Dancing Pebble in front, drifting out. Tizimis, Son of Vic, Sir Rival the inside. Dancing Pebble in front, Dancing Pebble hangs on. Wins at 2 metres. 2 Tizimis. Son of Vic third, then Napoleon Boy.
Apologies to Brian Blackmore, who was your caller there. Dancing Pebble, driven by Karen Dunsford, 7-2, defeating Tizimis 7s, Son of Vic 20s, Satan Romeo, the unplaced favourite. In the second, Parlour Royal was odds on 1-2.
Hang on now. There's the green light. Parlour Royals missed it. It was 2 metres away, and Kenton Bird leave us alone the first out with the dark ones. Parlour Royal gets to fourth on the inside, caught out deep Tyros J. Then Shady Fella, Docker Charlie moves up inside Victory Stride, and Scott Shield is last as they go into the back. The leader now, Leave Us Alone, crosses by 4 metres to the dark ones. A metre away, Kenton Bird without cover. Then came Parlour Royal on the inside of Shady Fella. Now Parlour Royal is racing one off the fence. Shady Fella out 3 deep and 4 wide going around them, Tyros J. Back on the inside, Sulky's length away was behind them, Docker Charlie, Victory Stride. It's on the outside and 4 or 5 metres, Scott Shield at the rear. Heading towards the 1350, Leave Us Alone by 2 metres now to Tyros J. Victory Stride now comes out and goes. The dark one still sitting on the leader's back. Kenton Bird is now 1-1. Back on the inside is Parlour Royal, 2 metres Shady Fella, and 4 metres Scott Shield on the outside of Docker Charlie. They're about to turn the corner inside the 1100 metre point, and Leave Us Alone in control by 3 metres to Tyrus J. The outside is Victory Stride 3 deep. The dark one's on the leader's back, then Kenton Bird. Back along the inside is Parlour Royal in a bad pocket. Third last 2 metres away came Shady Fella. Scott Shield to the outside and a sulky's length off last, although now going up on the inside is Docker Charlie, and it's actually on the back of Parlour Royal as they run past the judge. 850 out. The pace on now, where Leave Us Alone leads by a metre. The outside Victory Stride to dark ones. It's had a beautiful trial and now comes off the fence. Now Parlour Royal's into the clear as dropping off there Tyros J. Scott Shield deep. Docker Charlie moves up on the inside, but he's going to run into a pocket. And further back, Shady Fella, Kenton Bird struggling. Tyrus J drops out to the rear at the 500. Leave Us Alone by a head, Victory Stride. 4 metres to dark ones. Docker Charlie on the inside. Parlour Royal now comes out 3 deep. 5 metres to Kenton Bird around the outside from Scott Shield, and then Shady Fella, 400 out, Leave Us Alone by a metre to Victory Stride, who's flat. Docker Charlie held up. Parlour Royal the outside from the dark ones, and well back Kenton Bird as they neared the turn. The leader was Leave Us Alone from Victory Stride. Docker Charlie in a pocket. Parlour Royal to the outside with the dark ones. Leave Us Alone in front in the straight. Docker Charlie goes for the run on the fence. Parlour Royal to the outside. Parlour Royal sweeps to the front. Docker Charlie through on the inside. Parlour Royal just in front near home. And Parlour Royal's won it by 1.5 metres. 2 Docker Charlie, Something Beaten. Third, Leave Us Alone. Then Victory Stride, followed in by the dark ones, Kenton Bird. Then Shady Fella, well back Scott Shield. Tyrus J last in.
Well, it was slow out, but was in front at the right end of the race. Parlour Royal, 2-1 on favourite, defeating Docker Charlie at 8s and Leave Us Alone at 8-1. On to the third, another odds-on favourite here, Wilbur Win.
Green light, away they go. And Rocky Apollo and Channel Thunder have gone away quickly. So too has Marin King on the inside. Standover Man shaken up. Wilbur Win drops out to the rear. Gild Edge Junie Minor couldn't go with them as Marin King and Rocky Apollo serve it up to each other, and Rocky Apollo is trying to get around them. Then Scott Shield, Key Marty rather, dropping back to third last. Second last is Walhalla Miss, the Pacer Cracker, and last of all Wilbur Win. Well, Marin King held Rocky Apollo out. Rocky Apollo now looking for a trail. He's going to get it as Gild Edge now moves up 3 deep. Standover Man on the leader's back. In the centre, Channel Thunder and Key Marty the fence. They slacken off now. A sulky's length further back, Junie Minor. 4 metres Wilbur Win on the inside. And a metre away last of all, the outer came Walhalla Miss. They head over towards the 1300. Marin King steadying in front by 2 metres. Gild Edged is second. A metre away third, Standover Man. Then getting into the 1-1 is Rocky Apollo on the fence, Key Marty. 2 metres to Channel Thunder. 4 metres Junie Minor. Wilbur Win the fence. And 2 metres last of all on the outside is Walhalla Miss as they round the corner for the bell. Marin King still leading, and they've dropped the pace right off. It's 2 metres in front of Gilt Edged. On the inside third is Standover Man. Fourth in the race, Rocky Apollo, enjoying that nice 1-1. Key Marty on the fence. 2 metres to Channel Thunder. Then came Junie Minor. Wilbur win over on the inside as second last, and 2 metres last of all the outer, Walhalla Miss it. The Judge 900 out. The leader was still Marin King by 2 metres to Gilt Edged. Third on the fence, Standover Man. 2 metres, Rocky Apollo. After working early, it's had a nice trail. 3 back the fence, Key Marty. The outside is Channel Thunder. 4 metres to Junie Minor. Wilbur win back on the inside, and 2 metres still last of all is Walhalla Miss. In the back inside the 700, and the leader still Marin King by 2 metres. Second the outside is Gilt Edged. Locked up Standover Man. Rocky Apollo fourth about to go. Then Key Marty locked away. Channel Thunder is next. Wilbur win trying to get out. Junie Minor goes, and last of all is Walhalla Miss as they head to the 400. Off the back still Marin King by a metre. Gilt Edged on the outside. Third Standover Man. Channel Thunder coming. On the outside Rocky Apollo now under pressure, and wider out Junie Minor. Rocky Apollo about to come out. Key Marty looking for a way out. Wilbur Win's got most of them in front of it, and Walhalla Miss as they round the corner. Gilt Edged went to the front here from Marin King. Further back in the field Rocky Apollo, Standover Man, and then came Junie Minor and Channel Thunder, but it's Gilt Edged in front of Marin King fighting back. Gilt Edged in front near home and wins. Gilt Edged by a metre to Marin King. 3 away third Rocky Apollo. Then Key Marty followed in by Standover Man. Well, Wilbur Win never saw daylight. With it was Junie Minor, the outside, Walhalla Miss, and Channel Thunder in line.
And the winner, Gilt Edged, at 8-1, defeating Marin King at 12s, Rocky Apollo at 7s, and Wilbur didn't win. He was the unplaced favourite at 9-10. Odds on favourite again in the fourth. This time it's Empire Fella.
Arms fold, away they go. Ebony Chick near the inside has begun quickly. Craigie is trying to cross. Aaron's Pride away well. In behind them came Comedy Prince to the outside from Quell Chevelle as Craigie tries to head off Ebony Chick and gets about 3 metres, but it won't get around. And Ebony Chick boots up on the inside. Raglan Skipper running 6th. Behind it, Just Mark My Words, Empire Fella and Bayside Dollar last of all. Ebony Chick booted through on the inside to head Craigie clearly now as they come around the corner. Quell Chevelle drops into third on the leader's back, and the 1-1 Aaron's Pride. Raglan Skipper back along the inside. A sulky's length to Comedy Prince. Then Just Mark My Words. Bayside Dollar moves up on the fence, and 4 metres to Empire Fella, who's out and running now as they run towards the Judge. The leader Ebony Chick by 4 metres. 2 laps out, 1800 to go. Quell Chevelle second. Craigie easing back now, and Empire Fella working around the outside from Raglan Skipper the fence. Aaron's Pride at the moment is running in the 1-1, but he's about 12 or 15 metres off the lead. On the inside, Bayside Dollar. Then a sulky's length to Comedy Prince, and last is Just Mark My Word. Ebony Chick leads into the back. Empire Fella now gets to second. Without cover on the fence is Quell Chevelle. Now Craigie's got the 1-1. Ahead the inside of it was behind them Raglan Skipper. A sulky's length Aaron's Pride. 2 metres back the fence Bayside Dollar. A similar distance the outer Comedy Prince. And 4 metres to Just Mark My Word. Just marking time at the rear. 13.50 out. They're about to come off the back. Ebony Chick by 3 metres. Second Empire Fella, and neck the inside third Quell Chevelle. A sulky's length to the little pony Craigie. A metre back on the inside of it Raglan Skipper. Then 2 metres the outer came Aaron's Pride. Bayside Dollar third last inside Comedy Prince. And still 4 or 5 metres last of all is Just Mark My Word. Around the corner 1,000 metres out, or a fraction more, and Ebony Chick's been in front virtually from the word go. Leads by 2 metres to the favourite Empire Fella, sitting up second without cover. Third on the fence is Quell Chevelle. Craigie is fourth. Then Aaron's Pride outside Raglan Skipper. A sulky's length to Comedy Prince. A metre or so to Bayside Dollar, and Just Mark My Word tacking up now. Past the Judge, 7.50 out. Ebony Chick still the leader by 2 or 3 metres to Empire Fella. Third is Quell Chevelle. Fourth Craigie. Fifth a metre back the fence Raglan Skipper. 4 metres Aaron's Pride. Here's Just Mark My Word coming out 3 deep from Comedy Prince and Bayside Dollar at the rear. Into the back. Ebony Chick leads past the 600 by 3 metres to Empire Fella. In third place Quell Chevelle. Craigie is fourth. Then Raglan Skipper trying to get off the fence. The outside Aaron's Pride. Just Mark My Word doing nothing. And further back Comedy Prince. Bayside Dollar running towards the 400. Ebony Chick just in front by a metre. Empire Fella second. Third is Quell Chevelle battling on. Then came Raglan Skipper and Craigie from Comedy Prince. Aaron's Pride, Just Mark My Word. Empire Fella got to Ebony Chick on the corner. 4 metres to Quell Chevelle. They're out 8 metres to Raglan Skipper, and behind it Craigie. In the straight Empire Fella got to Ebony Chick. They're clear of Quell Chevelle. Raglan Skipper, Empire Fella in front. On the outs inside Ebony Chick. Raglan Skipper down the outside with Quell Chevelle, but Empire Fella in front near home, and it's too good. Won it by 2.5. 2 Ebony Chick, 3rd Quell Chevelle, just in front of Raglan Skipper Comedy Prince. Then came Craigie, well back Aaron's Pride, just mark my word, and Bayside Dollar was last in.
Too strong for them, Empire Fella, the 5-2 on favourite, defeating Ebony Chick at 7s and Cal Chevelle at 20-1. We'll take a break now on Well Sport Replay and look at the final 5 races from Moonee Valley after that.
I'm home.
Hello, Dad. Hello, Dad.
Sometimes life gets so crowded with never-ending bills and expenses, you don't have room to move.
Oh, dear.
That's why there's Westpac's All-Together package. It's the financial package that brings together the services you need to better manage your family finances. If your family needs room to move, get it all together with Westpac, the bank.
Hey, Joe, Brian needs a hand.
Okay.
Oh, sure hope the owner's with SIO.
Oh, car insurance is all the same.
SIO's different. The woman there explained why agreed value's better. Most companies only pay out market value. That's often much less. SIO make it so simple even you could understand it.
Hey.
They're okay.
If you're about to spend around $30,000 on a European car, it's time you did some serious thinking. For example, which European car has the engineering and stamina to handle Australian conditions comfortably? Whose suspension provides the best compromise between a soft ride and firm handling? Which European car combines the highest safety standards with elegance and style? Which car has spacious accommodation for 5, or as a family wagon, 8 people?
Think about it. Better still, phone this number for your free copy of the Thinking Man's Luxury Car Comparison. In it, a leading motoring writer compares the cars you first thought of with the car you should have thought of first. The Peugeot 505 Series 2. Think about it. We have.
Do you know there's a 24-hour place where you can have your car serviced, tuned, repaired, or overhauled and buy spare parts? It's called Autobahn, and they work for the same low, competitive price, day or night. Autobahn will guarantee service and quality, so if you don't like having your car off the road when you need it, then do it overnight. We never close, so ring us now on 758-5366. Autobahn, we're here at your mercy.
Today it's final style football. The Swans play host to the Hawks in a make-or-break battle for top spot in the VFL ladder. With live crosses to the Carlton-Collingwood clash at the MCG. Don't miss Sevens Big League at its best from 2 till 6 today on 7.
We're looking at harness racing from last night's meeting at Moonee Valley, and the class event of the night was the Moonee Valley Stakes. Race 5, 3 Inter-Dominion finalists, Gosh, Vanderpoort and Bag Limit were all engaged, and the favourite at 7-4 was the Bob Knight-trained Bag Limit.
There's the green light, away they go. And let's see, Whirly Dream is going to lead them out. He's going to get across from Mitz Frederick on the outside. Vanderpoort, Flying Looney, Adios Moth. Then Armbro Gold, Bag Limit and Gosh Tails out to the rear. Whirly Dream, with that blistering speed out of the mobile, clears the field and leads into the back the first time by 5 metres. Vanderpoort sitting up without cover on the outside of Mitz Frederick. 1-1 Adios Moth. A metre back the fence, Flying Looney. 4 metres to Armbro Gold, 4 to Bag Limit. And a sulky's length, Gosh last of all. Along the back, Whirly Dream steadies now. Leads 3 metres to Vanderpoort in its customary roll. A metre back third on the inside as it's Frederick and the 1-1 Adios Moth. A metre or so Flying Looney the fence, 2 metres the outside Armbro Gold, 4 to Bag Limit. And a sulky's length off last is Gosh as they head to the 1300. Whirly Dream in control. The pace ordinary now. They slacken off, leads 2 metres. Vanderpoort is second. It's Frederick third on the inside. 1-1 came Adios Moth. 3 back the fence was Flying Looney, 2 metres to Armbro Gold on his back. Well, he was on his back. Bag Limit came out and he's going to switch back in again here. He was going to go and changed his mind, and 4 metres last of all as they enter the straight. 1,000 out was Gosh. The leader Whirly Dream by 3 metres to Vanderpoort. It's Frederick third. 4th Adios Moth, 2 metres back on the inside Flying Looney. Now Bag Limit goes. Armbro Gold is inside him, and Gosh is about to get onto the back of Bag Limit at the judge 900 out. Whirly Dream 2 metres to Vanderpoort, and now they put the pace on again. Third it's Frederick. Adios Moth 1-1 still, but he's pocketed as Bag Limit moved up outside him. Flying Looney back along along the fence. Then Armbro Gold in the centre and Gosh over on the outside. Into the back. They've got 6.50 to travel, and the leader was Whirly Dream by 2 metres to Vanderpoort. Bag limit 3 deep. It's Frederick. Adios Moth nowhere to go from Gosh. Armbro Gold on the inside, Flying Looney at the 4.50. Whirly Dream only a metre in front of Vanderpoort, who now's about to draw level. 2 metres to bag limit. It's Frederick trying to get off the fence. Then Adios Moth, Flying Looney on the outside. Gosh and Armbro Gold at the rear. Whirly Dream at the 2.20, joined by Vanderpoort. Bag limit. It's Frederick trying to get out. Flying Looney the inside. Adios Moth pocketed from Gosh and Armbro Gold around the turn. Vanderpoort in front of bag limit. Over on the inside, Flying Looney. Wider out, Gosh, Adios Moth. Armbro Gold starting to fly down the outside. Vanderpoort in front of bag limit. Armbro Gold the outside. Vanderpoort in front, and Vanderpoort won it by a neck to bag limit. It's Frederick the inside third, and fourth Armbro Gold from Adios Moth, Gosh. Then Flying Looney, Whirly Dream last.
And great to see the good horses back in action at the Valley, and what a fantastic race. Vanderpoort too strong, 5-2, defeating bag limit 7-4, and It's Frederick was third at 12-1. In race 6, the 2-1 favourite was Plain Rapper.
It's the one, if it gets out, it's still going beautifully, but can't get clear. One happy fella moved up to put it in a pocket, and then further back in the field, Waynero as they neared the turn. Plain Rapper in front, Current Assets wobbles. Kentucky George on the outside, Union General trying to get out. The runner's there for it now on the corner, I think. It's Plain Rapper in front. No, Union General held up. He goes for the inside. Kentucky George, one happy fella down the outer. It's Kentucky George getting to the front. Union General bursting through on the inside. It's Union General, the rails getting through, and Union General wins at 2 metres. To Kentucky George, third. One happy fella and nose Waynero.
And Union General getting up along the inside, grabbed the lead near the line, 3-1, defeating Kentucky George at 3s, One Happy Fella at 8s, and Plain Rapper the unplaced favourite. In race 7, it was 11-4, Tammy Report.
At a Fats, away they go. And Lord Alias took a little time to trot. He's away and safe, and Tammy Report's bird out from the pole. Anna's going to lead. Swingin' Blue goes into a gallop. The outside now going up second is Wayne Manor. His stablemate Al Sylvania drops in on the fence. Then about 10 metres further back, Minnesota Fats. Behind it, Alfetta, Blackwood Mac. 8 metres then to Wangala Supreme, Chauvinist. Swingin' Blue getting going, and Lord Alias is last of all. Coming towards the turn the first time, and Tammy Report leads by 4 metres. Second placing over on the inside was Al Sylvania. Dropping in behind it 6 metres further back, then came Wayne Manor. On its back in turn is Minnesota Fats. Now these are in Indian file, Alfetta and Blackwood Mac. The first one into the running line goes Swingin' Blue, and Lord Alias latches onto its back, followed by Wangala Supreme, and about 15 metres last of all is Chauvinist. At the judge, Tammy Report leads 2 laps out at the 1800. Going up second is Swingin' Blue over on the outside of Al Sylvania. Wayne Manor on the fence, its stablemate, then Alfetta comes to the outside. Lord Alias is now platted out 3 deep as they go into the back from Minnesota Fats, the fence. Between runners, Blackwood Mac about 6 metres further back, Wangala Supreme, and 2 metres last of all on the inside as they run into the back section is Chauvinist. Tammy Report leads along the back, a lap and a half out by 2 metres to Swingin' Blue. Then 3 metres away, Al Sylvania. Lord Alias can't get on the track. It's still out 3 deep, moving up now to be 4th. On its back is Alfetta, the inside Wayne Manor, 4 metres Minnesota Fats. Ahead the outside of it, Blackwood Mac, and 10 metres away, Chauvinist and Wangala Supreme. At the 1200, Tammy Report hasn't put a foot wrong yet, leads by 2 metres to Swingin' Blue. Al Sylvania third, 2 metres to Lord Alias, who now drops into the 1-1. And behind it was steadying Alfetta on the inside, Wayne Manor, as they turn the corner for the bell. Then Blackwood Mac, 4 back in the running line, and his inside Minnesota Fats has worked his way back to third last. Chauvinist second last with Wangala Supreme the outside. At the judge, 900 out, Tammy Report 2 metres clear of Swingin' Blue. On the inside, Al Sylvania, 2 metres to Lord Alias. 10 metres away, Alfetta. Dropping off was Wayne Manor. Then Blackwood Mac. To the outside goes Wangala Supreme. Minnesota Fat second last now, and Chauvinist at the rear. Into the back, 700 out. And the leader was still Tammy Report. Got away here by 6 metres to Swingin' Blue. Over on the inside is Al Sylvania, 2 metres to Lord Alias. Then 10 to Alfetta, Blackwood Mac from Wayne Manor. Minnesota Fats trying to work his way through the field. Well back, Wangala Supreme. And then came last of all was Chauvinist at the 450. And Tammy Report leads by 6 metres. Lord Alias now gets to second. Al Sylvania on the inside, 10 metres Alfetta. Then around them, Blackwood Mac. Minnesota Fats goes up on the fence and galloping Galloping there again is Swingin' Blue, but Tammy Report is clear to the turn at the 200. Out by 6 metres still to Lord Alias. Then came our Sylvania. On the outside, Minnesota Fats running on from Alfetta, Blackwood Mac. Tammy Report in front in the straight. Lord Alias now full bore after it. And Minnesota Fats the outside. Tammy Report stops. Our Lord Alias got to the front, but Minnesota Fats grabs it on the outside. And Minnesota Fats from near the rear gets up to win by 3 metres to Lord Alias. Tammy Report, I think, held on to get third just in front of Alfetta. And with it was behind them Chauvinist, our Sylvania, Wangala Supreme, Blackwood Mac, well back Wayne Manor, and last in Swingin' Blue.
Minnesota Fats 4-1, defeating Lord Alias 3s, and Tammy Report, the 11-4 favourite, certainly stopped in the last 50 metres. In race 8, the 5-2 favourite was Trudy's Champ.
And Trudy's Champ in front by 3 metres. Mount Rainier trying to get off the fence. We're into Bay the outside. Then came Just Bert. The rails held up. Can't miss Spearwish in the centre. Ararua's Boy is deep and now starting to make a bit of ground, but Trudy's Champ leads around the corner. Mount Rainier's into the clear and we're into Bay dropped off. Then Just Bert wider out. Ararua's Boy. Trudy's Champ in front. Mount Rainier the outside is trying to get to it. It's Trudy's Champ. Mount Rainier the outside. Trudy's Champ fighting back. Mount Rainier the outside. Mount Rainier and Trudy's Champ. Mount Rainier may have won in a nose to Trudy's Champ. Nothing in it. Third, Just Bert. Spearwish. We're into Bay.
Brian Blackmore right on the ball. Mount Rainier just got there, 7-1 from the 5-2 favourite Trudy's Champ. Just Bert third was third at 9-2. So to the final event, and the 13-8 favourite here was Scat.
Here comes Indigo Duke again getting clear. Dropping off Raven Hill. Colonel Sam to the outside. Asian Johnny can't get out. Goodnight Kiwi. Lockley Navajo and Tiffany Valley, but Scat in front around the corner from the Boulder Indigo Duke. Colonel Sam under pressure. Lockley Navajo the outside and Goodnight Kiwi, but Scat in front of Indigo Duke. Asian Johnny goes for the fence. Lockley Navajo the outside and Colonel Sam, but Scat in front as they get near home from Lockley Navajo. Asian Johnny on the inside. Scat though wins it by 4 metres to Lockley Navajo, third Asian Johnny.
It was called the Lucky Last Stakes, and it was for favourite backers. Scat 13-8, defeating Lockley Navajo 6s and Asian Johnny third at 5-1. Now the Dudley Double at Moonee Valley, 7 and 6, 18.05. The Extra Double 1 and 9, $1.25, and the Quadrilla 1, 7, 9 and 6, 67.25. Well, that was all yesterday's highlights, but a big day in sport coming up. After us, World of Sport, then follows the big match in Sydney, the battle for top spot on the VFL ladder, Sydney Swans versus Hawthorn. Following that at 5 o'clock, Sevens Big League, the Carlton-Collingwood clash at the MCG this afternoon. And of course, all the details in 7 National News tonight at 6 o'clock, including Greg Norman continuing that hot streak. He's still leading after the 3rd round of the US PGA. Well, that's it from World of Sport Replay. A reminder that I get my clothes from Opal Menswear in Nidri, and stand by now for World of Sport.
World of Sport Replay was another 7 Sport presentation.
Your career or Glenn? What's it going to be?
Monday night, Ginny makes a regrettable decision, and Carolyn makes up for lost time.
You won't have that smile for much longer, by God.
Winners and losers.
If I know young Andy Green, she's going to regret it. Well and truly.
Plots and plans.
One night in the bush with Owen, and I am quite sure that Janice will be put off for good.
Sons and Daughters, Monday, 7:30.
Tuesday, Judy's on her dream date.
You are such an original.
I am?
Now, why didn't you tell me all this in the first place? We could have had so much more fun.
Meanwhile, back in Wadden Valley,
And no more silly accidents.
the replacement sister acts the bully.
Your problem is my inquisitive nature. I tend to stick my nose in where it's not wanted.
What do I have to look forward to? Life in some Muldoon wing somewhere? Come back. Love day, all is forgiven.
A country practice. Top Australian drama, 7:30 Tuesday on 7.
Band by the centre. Quick! March!
Hello. Join us at the Melbourne Concert Hall for this year's Army in Concert, featuring the renowned band of the 3rd Military District with soprano Suzanne Johnston and the Helen Jowsey Workshop and the magnificent voice of Donald Camp. It'll be a wonderful family show, and all proceeds are to charity.
Tonight, the Davis family shift house.
Do you think it's haunted, Dad?
Of course not, son.
The tenants are deceased, but not departed.
Are you a ghost? Yes.
It's high-spirited family fun.
keep an eye out for the Boogity Man.
It's the right night for Fright Night.
Don't you think this haunting business has gone far enough?
This is Mr. Boogity, 6:30 tonight on 7.